Hey there guys, in this video we're going to be going back to the depths of Chaos Rush and we're going to be doing a little bit of a cheaper clear. So the missions are no continues, Brave Exvius only, 25 turns or less. And once again, we are going to be looking for a Hyoh. This time they're going to be carrying the party all by themselves. So you want to grab a Hyoh that has Omni Killer if possible. This one is one of the Hyohs that has Omni Killer, as you see, 300 across the board, maxed on LB damage, wearing some Clash of Wills gear. Now, preferably, it would be a little bit easier if they had status immunity equipped, but you definitely don't need that. So we're going to go ahead and grab this one. And this is the budget run we're going to go with. We're going to be using the brand new, completely free Charlotte. Now, if you've got something like Abigail or Elena, obviously they're dramatically better than the free Charlotte, but the free Charlotte is good enough, so we're going to take her. Now this one might be the only questionable unit, is we're going to be using a Dark Fina Warrior's Prayer. Now, you don't have to have EX3. Obviously, if it is EX3, it'll be a little bit easier. She's a very old unit, like 2 years at this point, so I think it's fine to use her in a budget run. If you don't have her, just add like a buffer of some kind. We're also going to be using Melissa for immunity buffing, LB fill, dark support, a little bit of killers on some of the bosses. Again, this is a staple unit that you really should have chosen from the unit of choice by now. We get a free one every few months from the Replica Lapis. Coralie, you know, a joke unit, but he was upgraded on Global. He's got 89 breaks. He can do them pretty much every turn. So we're taking him for Big Dark Imperil and breaks. And we've got a literally completely naked Flaring Rain. We're actually not even going to use him during the clear. He is just here as a placeholder and to give us a leader skill. That is the only purpose. You should swap him out for anyone that gives a leader skill to Hyoh. That would be Rain, Hyoh himself, what's his name? Oh, I can't think of it. Solitary Veritas of the Frost. You could also use things like Mirai, Richt, all the Clash of Wills leader skills, Beryl. Any of them would be fine. Just someone to lead Hyoh. But we're going to use a naked Rain just to show you all you really need is one well-geared Hyoh to get all missions. So let's give it a go. Now this is not going to be a speed clear. We're not going to turn one, kill everything. But we're going to get it in 25 turns or less. So Coralie basically just does his LB pretty much every fight, and that's it. That's going to be an 89 break, 87 attack and magic break, and a 150 dark imperil. Flaring Rain can literally just kill himself. We want a single target attack. We're going to target himself, and he is going to literally just get out of here. We do not care. He is not for this clear. And he re-raised himself. What a jerk. You get the idea. Rain is not going to be doing anything in this clear. So Charlotte is going to just do protect, shell, and protect and cover. That's kind of all she's doing here. Let's see. The Hyoh is good to go. So Melissa, let's have Dark Fina do the big Dark Imbue with Elemental Power Dark on Hyoh. Let's do a Let's Settle This Down for the killers. And, I don't know, Darga is fine. And then Melissa can do shared immunity. We'll do curse control. And, we don't even need curse control. So we'll do shared immunity. We'll do minutes of might. And we're going to do a human killer on Hyoh. And Hyoh will do his shifted LB. And we'll deal some damage. So with 6 bosses in 25 turns, you want to kill each boss in like 4 turns approximately on average. Obviously, as you see here, we're going to be killing in a lot less than 4 turns. Rain, I told you, you're not really here for this fight, so you're going to reload and hopefully get rid of yourself. You've got 120 fire resist now. Damn it, maybe this will imperil himself. There we go. So Rain's done. We're not going to bring Rain back. He's just, he's just here to lead the party, which he can do while dead. Charlotte can just reload. Fina can summon the field, and we will have you do LB fill. I shouldn't have done that field just now with Fina, but my mistake, because she could have filled LB as well. I guess this turn, Rain will just master the sword, and Coralie can guard. So that was my mistake. I should have, whatever. It doesn't matter. We wasted a turn. So we're going to have 3 turns on the first fight. But it's fine. We're good to go. It's time to kill. So let's just reload Hyoh's LB and get out of this fight. So now that we've got the field, we're doing more damage than before. So there it is. So let's see. Fight 1 was 3 turns. There we go. I'm going to keep track of how many turns we're going in these fights. And now that the field's up and we're not wasting a turn applying the field, it'll be a decent amount quicker. So Dark Fina can use her LB or SLB, doesn't matter. Coralie can do his LB. Melissa will do Shared Immunity, Curse Control, and, you know, I don't even think we need Shared Immunity, honestly speaking. So we're going to Curse Control, we don't even need Minutes of Might. Okay, I'm very distracted. So Shared Immunity, let's do Curse Control and a Human Killer buff. And Hyoh can do his LB. We can just reload Charlotte pretty much every single turn. And deal a little bit of damage. And again, I'm really realizing I'm not quite doing my turn orders properly. I should have done the Spirit Killer on Dark Fina and the big Amplify. I shouldn't have done her LB on turn 1. That was a mistake, but it's really not going to matter. So Fina can now do her Spirit Killer. We can refill LB on the Hyoh, and we can do Amplify on the Hyoh. And honestly speaking, that should be the end of the boss. If not, we'll go again. Yeah, I should have done those turns a little bit differently, but it's fine. So second fight was 2 turns. We're at a total of 5 turns out of our 25 allowed. Now, it'll get a little bit harder for some of these bosses, because like the Plant Killer and the Aqua Killer boss, no one in the party buffs those killers, so it's going to be a little bit slower. So Fina will go ahead here and 100 amp the friend. That actually doesn't matter, because that's human and Spirit Killer. So 100 amp the friend, let's imbue darkness for everyone, and we'll do a resist buff, because nothing else to do. Coralie will LB. Melissa can do Shared Immunity. We can do Minutes of Might, and none of the killers matter, so we'll just Chronic Flow for the LB fill. And let's see, we'll reload you, and Hyoh can do some damage. Okay, so 37%, and we're gonna do that twice more. You know, that is part of the thing here, is we do have some LB fill on the party. And the boss is doing some... Oh, the boss heals, too. Blah. Whatever. It might take 4 turns on this one. It's not going to matter, honestly speaking. Let's just refill LB gauge here and pop off again with Hyoh. And then you can reload, you can guard. We'll wait for Hyoh to finish. And now Melissa will triple cast Bard Darkja. And we'll do the same thing again next turn, and we can do another LB. And again... You know, I'm leaving Rain dead to demonstrate that with a budget run, you really only need 5 units. If we had, like, an actual unit there doing something, like, oh, we're just spelled, isn't that fun? Yeah, if a unit was in that dead slot actually doing something, like a Veritas of the Frost, or, you know, Aang, or something, we'd be a lot quicker, obviously, but whatever. So Coralie can go again. Let's have Charlotte. Can she fill LB gauge? You know, I don't think she can. She's honestly not that good of a free unit. What does this do? This just hits the boss and doesn't really do anything. I don't think she can fill LB gauge. But, yeah, she can't fill LB gauge for the party. But we can potentially get some crystal drops. If I can get Hyoh a little bit of crystal drops on him. I could have done better. We didn't. She can't fill. Nope. Okay, so we have to fill with Melissa. And Fina will re-imbue the party. That's all she can really do, honestly. We'll just re-imbue the party. That's not even imbue. Yeah, so this is going to be definitely a slower clear. Like I said, some of these bosses we don't have a killer. Oh, hey. Oh, almost. No, this is going to be a 4-turn clear. So fight 3 equals 4 turns. So we're going to be at 9 turns after this. Oh, I turned away and looked back, and Charlotte's almost dead. Charlotte, what happened? What happened to Charlotte? I'm so confused. What happened to Charlotte? Okay, so we can't use the LB fill on Fina because it's on cooldown, but Melissa can reduce that cooldown. Then we can LB fill our Hyoh, and we can go again. So there we go. So there was a 4-turn thing. And again, there's no real turn chart. I'm just winging this as we go. But, you know, it's... honestly speaking, it's not that challenging as long as someone's doing things like mitigation, which obviously we're doing. So here is the Aqua boss, who also has Mighty Killer. This is going to be another slow one, unfortunately. But we're going to do what we can. So let's have Coralie break on turn 1. Fina can give us a Dark Amplify. It's Aqua Killer. We can't do any kind of Aqua Killer, so you know nothing else really helps here. Let's have Melissa do Shared Immunity. Let's do Minutes of Might and I guess a Chronic Flow because we can't do Aqua Killer. You can do some damage here, and you can Shell, Protect, and Cover. Okay, so the boss is going to get Mighty Guard. We're not that worried about it. We'll keep bursting through Mighty Guard. This is not a Mighty Guard like the Grace Trials. It's just like a big bulk buff, but you can still deal some damage while the boss has Mighty Guard. So we're going to keep dealing damage even though it won't be super impressive. It'll be fine. Let's see. We did get Dispelled, though, so keep that in mind. So since we got Dispelled, let's have Fina Imbue. Let's have her refill Hyoh, and, I don't know, a resist buff seems fine. Melissa can Shared Immunity. Let's Curse Control. And I don't know. How about a Bar Darkja? We'll do our damage first. Then we'll go ahead and do that. We can just guard you. And, oh, you know what we're supposed to do? I think the boss does stop, doesn't he? We got to do stop resist. Coralie can do that. It's not a problem. I gave Coralie an item for stop resist. But, yeah. You know, Mighty Guard makes the boss take, like, no damage. It's fine. Alright, so I think next turn the boss's Mighty Guard is... oh, 2 turns still? Blah. Let's do a stop resist with Coralie. Let's go ahead and refresh that Assurer Field. You can... let's just have Hyoh. I don't know. Refine Stance. I'll Master. And... whatever. Melissa. Did that fill his LB gauge enough? It did. So Melissa can... let's just, like, do an LB there and a repeat. So next turn we can have Fina do her, what's it called? Her buffs again. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it's better to use Melissa's Ramping Amplify. 5 turns on Power Dark. Let's see here, before I make that decision. Yeah, I don't want to be in this fight very much longer, so we're going to go ahead and start just ramping, amplifying on Fina. Shared. We don't even need shared. So we'll just double bar Darkja and ramping, amplify. You can SLB. And next turn, I'll decide what we're going to do. I'm not entirely sure yet. We might just burst again. Yeah, some damage. Like, the damage is super irrelevant. Just, you know, bring breaks, bring a buffer. We do still need a little bit of LB on Hyoh, which is concerning. We might not get it, actually. Oh, he's a little bit low. He's a little bit short. Oh, he's a little bit short. Can we get it from drops? Can we get it from drops? Come on. I don't want to use Fina's cooldown right here, but if I have to, I will. We didn't need to. There we go. So, do a little bit of damage. The Mighty Guard is gone. It's not quite gone enough, but that's okay. So, we're going to end Darka. We're going to refill Hyoh, and then we'll resist buff. That's why I didn't want to use Fina's little cooldown thing. Okay, so this is going to definitely be a slow fight. So fight 4 equals 6 turns. So we're at 15 turns. Like I said, you know, we're doing a budget run with basically 5 units. Oh, we got Dispelled again too. Isn't that exciting? Okay, so let's just go again. I guess we can refresh the Assurer field here. There's no Mighty Guard this turn. So we can Minutes of Might. Curse Control's on cooldown, so we can just end Darkga and bar Darkja. And we can burst again. And yeah, 6 turns for this fight. So that was 3, 2, 6, and 4. No, 3, 2, 4, 6. So we're at 15 turns. We have 10 turns remaining. Thankfully, the next 2 fights don't have Mighty Guard. So we're not going to have that, like, 4 turns of nothing happening. Okay, and this one's a demon. Thankfully, the next 2, we have killers for. This is a demon. We've got Big Demon Killer. The next one's a dragon. We've got Big Dragon Killer. Yeah, the previous bosses were definitely a headache for our team, but we're fine now. So Corley will do his thing. Let's go ahead and do some buffing with, who are you? The Free Charlotte. Let's have Fina do Big Demon Killer, Big Dark Amplify, and we'll do a Resist buff, because why not? Melissa will do Shared Immunity. Let's do a Minutes of Might, and no Demon Killer for you, so we'll do... We don't need Curse Control right now. Let's do a bigger Magic Resist buff with Shelga. Alright, a little bit of damage right here, and... Oh, much better. Oh, so much better. So that's going to be a 3-turn clear, and the next one will be a 3-turn clear as well. I don't remember if this one dispels us or not. I think this one did dispel, doesn't she? No, I don't think she did. No, there was no dispel there, was there? Okay, so Fina can go ahead and imbue. Or not imbue, LB fill. Oh, Charlotte got charmed. I remember that from the last time we did this. Charlotte, the tank, getting charmed. You'd think I'd learned my lesson, but apparently I didn't learn my lesson. So that's a little bit concerning because we're definitely not geared. That's fine. We can 1,000 Needles over here. Yeah, I didn't realize, or I forgot the boss does charm. Whoopsie. Whatever. It's fine. Just don't dispel me, bro, and we're good. A little bit of damage on Hyoh. That's fine. We can go ahead and burst again. Did we get dispelled? No, we didn't get dispelled, so we're good. We're good. That means Fina can do her SLB, and we can refill with Bar Darkja, and probably kill the boss right here, so that'd be a 3-turn clear. Yeah, so phase 5 equals 3 turns, so we're at 18 turns. We have 7 turns left for the last boss, and the last boss we have permanent 250 Dragon Killer from Melissa, so I think it's going to be completely fine. But let's find out. So, the Two-Headed Dragon, carried by a random Hyoh. It's not really random. Chipotle's a friend of me from the Discord. But yeah, you know, this is like a friend Hyoh is carrying the party. So let's go ahead and Big Dark Amp. Let's. There's no Dragon Killer on Fina, so we can just Infrawall and I guess end Darkga. Let's have Melissa do Dragon Killer. Let's do a Minutes of Might, and let's do... I don't think we need Shared Immunity. Let's do Chronic Flow for now. And let's go ahead and do an LB on Hyoh, and Charlotte can do her things. You know, does she have Omni Cover? I don't actually know. I don't think we need it. Oh yeah, 250 Dragon Killer is big help. So we're going to go ahead and just mark this as a turn... P6 equals turn 2. That's a 20-turn clear. If we don't die. And we didn't. We're good. We are good. So, Dark Fina. Let's go ahead and just have her refill the LB gauge of Hyoh. And we go again. And that should be a perfect clear. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Uh-oh. 21-turn clear. I'm slow. So you can do... I don't know if the boss does Charm. We'll do Charm Resist. And I guess we'll do her LB just in case for the mitigation, because I don't know what the boss is going to do. Oh, the boss has buffs now. Ooh, magic, defense, etc. That kind of sucks. I should have done Mirage, I guess. It didn't matter. Were we dispelled? That's the big question here. We were not dispelled, so we're good. Meaning we can LBU, and you can just refill LB gauge with Bar Darkja. And if we were using like Abigail, we'd have more free actions to do like break immunity and all that. But we're not using Abigail. So there it was. So that was a 3, 2, 4, 6, 3, 3-turn clear, which is 5, 9, 15, 18, 21 turn clear, which is under the 25 turn limit. All missions complete using a janky support team and a Hyoh to carry everything. I will show the gear for this one as well. So who did the most damage? I wonder. Well, Coralie did a good amount of damage. That 3.4 million, you know, that kind of pushed us over the edge. But, you know, we got 40 billion because of... Actually, no, we didn't. I can't math. Anyway, you get the idea. And the Flaring Rain stayed dead the entire fight. But that was an all mission clear. So there it is. Let me show you the gear. Oh, unfortunately, I can't show you the Hyoh gear because he's on cooldown. But the friend Hyoh was geared full Omni Killer. For the rest of the party, we had Ashura on someone for the Esper for the field. The freebie Charlotte is using passive provoke, immunities, not status immune, or not charm immune, apparently. I thought she was naturally charm immune. I guess she's not. You know, a lot of bulk gear, a bulk card. You know, you could argue, oh, that's not budget, but honestly speaking, I don't think she was ever in any real danger. There was that one turn where when I turned my head and looked back, she was at 1 HP. I don't know what went on there. I was looking at my side screen, and she was at 1 HP, so something hit her really hard in one of those fights. But other than that, she was fine. I'm not sure what that was. Anyway, Dark Fiend Warrior's Prayer, mana reduction. That's kind of important here. Mana reduction because her Amplify cost 1,000 mana, and we're casting it every single encounter. So 3 stars and Kamiya's Time Weaver. This gives another 20% mana reductions. That's like 70%. That's close enough to the cap. Other than that, status immunity, a little bit of Esperfill, some bulk. And we gave her her own vision card. Now, if you don't have this, it might be a little bit trickier to spam LBs on Hyoh. And this is only available at EX3 Dark Fiend. So if you don't have that, then instead of using that dead slot rain, you'll really want to add an actual damage dealer, and then you'll be fine. Or just add someone in that slot that can fill LB gauge, like, I don't know, Kresnik or something. You get the idea. Anyway, you know, just a support unit. Curse of Immunity Melissa, again, mana reduction. Other than that, whatever. Bulk, Esperfill, bulk card, who cares? But mana reduction, very important because we do spam Bar Darkja, which by default is 1,500 MP per turn. So you really want that mana reduction. Coralie, bulk. Other than that, nothing matters. I gave him 1,000 Needles, and I gave him Warrior's Bulwark for being able to cast Stop Immunity for that the fish boss. Other than that, who cares? He's here for one reason only, this nice LB. 89 defense break, 150 Dark Imperil. That's why he's here. Better options are like Elisperis or almost anyone, but it's a budget run. Flaring Rain, literally naked, nothing but a leader skill. Anyone with a leader skill for Hyoh is fine. So Hyoh, Veritas, Mirai, Richt, Aang, Beryl, all of them have 500 or better leader skills for Hyoh. The best one would probably be Void Mage Roka. I think that's Hyoh's highest possible leader skill, which would be 750. And she could do things like cooldown reduction. So yeah, that'd be the best swap right there. Anyway, that's my clear. Hope it was helpful. That's the budget run. Carried by a friend. If you don't have any Hyoh friends, I really recommend you either join the Discord or ask on Reddit, ask on Facebook. Try to get some friends and get them to build you a nice Hyoh if you need it. Anyway, see you in a bit.